Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the 2017 College Scholarship and Awards. Please welcome Steve Novak, the president of the Chicago Midwest chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences.
Thank you and good evening. As she said, I'm Steve Novak, president of the Chicago Midwest chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, and I'd like to welcome you to the 59th Chicago Midwest Emmy Awards Gala. We're here tonight to honor excellence in television, and by looking out at the crowd here, it seems like we're going to do just that. Before we get started, I'd like to let you know that this year there was almost 1,000 entries, so I know that there's a lot of great television being produced through our chapter. The Emmy Awards is what the Television Academy is best known for, but there's so much more to NATAS than just the awards. We are proud as a chapter to offer scholarships to deserving students looking to enter our profession. Over the past 26 years, the Chicago Midwest chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences has given out almost $500,000 in scholarship, thanks in part to the generosity of our members. I think you should give yourselves a hand. Tonight, we continue that tradition. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage the chairs of our scholarship committee, Emmy Award winner and Silver Circle recipient Carol Cartwright and Dan Magner, to introduce this year's winners.
Thank you, Steve. You know, while the focus of tonight is honoring those who have exhibited excellence in the production of news and programming, the members of the Chicago Midwest Television Academy traditionally use this as an opportunity to salute college students who have outstanding potential for success and a successful future in our industry. So first, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to announce the winners of the Crystal Pillar Awards for college students. Following that, we will introduce our 2017 scholars and the winner of the National Television Academy Scholarship. So tonight, I'm presenting Dan Magner, who is going to present the college awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, we have 6 college production categories ranging from newscasts to arts features to PSAs. The nominees are
Northwestern News Report Chicago Show 2017, Northwestern University. Northwestern News Report February 14, 2017, Northwestern University. Courier TV News, March 16, 2017, College of DuPage. Brewing More Than Coffee, Loyola University, Chicago. Music for Mom, TV 10 News at Illinois State University. Inauguration Protest, Good Day DePaul. Negative Election Ads, College of DuPage. Dress for Success, Loyola University, Chicago. Just a Shower, Loyola University, Chicago. One Magazine at a Time, Loyola University, Chicago. Second Flight, Loyola University, Chicago. Southside Arts, Northwestern University. That's Art Now, TV 10 News at Illinois State University. Coffee Culture, Loyola University, Chicago. Climate Change, College of DuPage. Opera, Good Day DePaul. The Unsung Photographer of the Gay Rights Movement, Northwestern University. Fearless, Northwestern University. Loyola News Chicago, Gun Violence Epidemic, Loyola University, Chicago. Out of the Shadows, Northwestern University. The 30 with Joshua Short, Columbia College Chicago TV Department. A Full House, Northwestern University. Inexplicable Peter Smith, Northwestern University. Northwestern Athletics creates LGBT Alliance Club, Northwestern University. Boxer, Good Day DePaul. Out of Bounds, The Untold Sports Stories of Milwaukee, Diederich College of Communications, Marquette University. Lucky to Win a Game, Diederich College of Communications, Marquette University. How I Disappeared, Loyola University, Chicago. Sophie's Gun Club, Loyola University, Chicago. COD Commercial, College of DuPage. Hashtag Man Up, Columbia College Chicago TV Department.
We will be reading all of the winning entries from the categories together without interruption. So as you hear your winning entry announced, please come forward and enter the stage and come up here to receive your crystal pillars. Please hold your applause until the end. And the Emmy goes to Northwestern News Report Chicago Show 2017, Northwestern University. And an Emmy goes to Dress for Success, Loyola University, Chicago, and Just a Shower, Loyola University, Chicago. And an Emmy goes to the unsung photographer of the gay rights movement, Northwestern University. And an Emmy goes to a Full House, Northwestern University, and Inexplicable Peter Smith, Northwestern University. And an Emmy goes to boxer Good Day DePaul, and Lucky to Win a Game, Diedrich College of Communications, Marquette University. And an Emmy goes to Sophie's Gun Shop, Loyola University, Chicago, and Man Up, Columbia College Chicago TV Department. So please line up in a row. So congratulations to all of these gifted and talented future superstars of television. Let's give them a round of applause. You will exit that way. Okay.
Thank you, and congratulations to the college students. And now for the college scholarships. Joining us in presenting the checks and representing some of our donors tonight are the Ephraim family, Tom Skilling, and Steve Novak, president of the Chicago Midwest chapter of NATAS. With this year's distribution, the NATAS Chicago Foundation has provided $450,000 in college and high school scholarships since the mid-1990s. The foundation and members of the Chicago Midwest chapter of our academy are extremely grateful to those who have donated and supported this effort. You know, selecting the winners it's like a 6 to 10 month process. And many of our academy members have graciously provided for grading and reading and scoring all of the applications, and so we really appreciate that. Also, for the past 3 years, WBBM TV has hosted the final candidates interviews. And we really appreciate that. We'd like to thank General Manager Marty Wilkie and Tom Schnecke, who's Vice President and Director of Broadcast Operation and Engineering. We really appreciate you. You know, the candidates, when they come, they like to be in a place that resembles what they think they might be doing later in their future, and so they get a chance to look at CBS. Thank you very much. In addition to the donors and the people who have supported us, we really value those of you who have made individual contributions. We really appreciate that and encourage you to continue. So tonight, I'm pleased to present 6 exceptional students who will receive distributions from a fund of $27,000 to support them in their final year of college. Let's take a look at the Chicago Midwest Chapter's 2017 scholars. The Chicago Midwest chapter of Natus is proud to present the College Scholarship Awards. Connor Bosch is a 4-year Dean's List senior at Marquette University. As far back as he can remember, Connor has wanted to work in professional sports. He's had many unique opportunities to hone his skills. Connor has been a game night public relations intern for the Milwaukee Bucks for 4 years. He was lucky enough to be paired with Lynn Casper, a Marquette alum, and sit in the booth with him when the Cubs were in town playing the Brewers in April. And last year, as executive producer for MUTV Sports, Connor broadcast the Marquette men's basketball team as they played in the Big East tournament in Madison Square Garden. Connor receives the Ephraim Family Foundation Scholarship. Nicholas Colson considers himself a multimedia journalist. Combined majors in broadcast news and political science at Loyola University have provided him with the ability to combine his community theater and acting background with a desire to produce stories that show the arts advocating for positive social change. A variety of experiences, including television internships with Windy City Live and WTTW, a theater internship with Gray Talent Group in Chicago, as well as working the red carpet and backstage shows at last year's Midwest Emmy Awards, have added to his commitment and ability to launch a meaningful career in broadcasting. Nicholas receives the Bernstein Global Wealth Management Scholarship. Michael Freshour's television passion, born and nourished in high school, is showcased in Columbia College's engineering department and outside remotes, including Chicago Bulls and Blackhawk games. At Columbia College, he manages 4 TV studios, 3 control rooms, and an HD mobile truck. Experience working for a local governmental and public access TV station has provided him with many skills in improving Columbia's technology and production equipment. Michael represents that television engineer that production people love and appreciate, and he will make many contributions to the broadcast industry. Michael receives the Tom Skilling Scholarship. Behind the bright smile flashed by Sarah Jans, a senior majoring in television production at Columbia College, is a passion combined with a talent for videography, editing, and audio. Sarah's skills in mixing audio has classmates requesting her to work the audio board on their projects because of her skills in mixing and attention to details. Creative camera work landed her a position as teacher's assistant at Columbia College her sophomore year. Her work in website technology created an opportunity to shoot video and stills for the Chicago Auto Show website. Sarah says she gets an adrenaline rush when she is working in television production, a great recipe for success in broadcasting. Sarah receives the Sharon A. Palermo Memorial Scholarship. John Tom Knight is a senior at Columbia College, majoring in television with a concentration in writing and producing. He's uniquely talented, a charismatic person who has expressed his humor through a variety of live shows and webinars featuring a lot of local comedic talent. Last year, John Tom did a show on his own history during a birthday visit to his hometown. While he's focused on humor, one of John's goals is to create a television series with characters who connect and resonate with an audience on a deep level. Among his many awards is the Hallmark Company National Writing Award. Stay tuned, there will be more to come in broadcasting from John Tom Knight. John receives a Chicago Natus Board of Governors Scholarship. Desiree Savini is a senior at Fordham University, majoring in communication with a double minor in creative writing and American Studies. She's a National Honor Society member and has received Fordham University's Dean Scholarship. Her plan is to write for television. She combines an interest in late-night comedy with a curiosity about production and enjoys a production internship at the Late Night Show with Stephen Colbert. Desiree Savini, a name to track in the credits of television in the future. Desiree receives a Chicago Natus Board of Governors Scholarship. Receiving their scholarships tonight in alphabetical order are Connor Bosch, Nicholas Colson, Michael Freshour, Sarah Jans, and Desiree Savini. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And tonight, we have a special award for Mr. Tom Skilling, documenting more than 20 years of providing scholarship funds for the Academy. And so we really appreciate and continue your appreciate your support. So please give a special round of applause for Tom. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. 20 years of support, that's phenomenal. And we appreciate all of our donors. Thank you very much. You all may leave the stage. And now we're going to have Steve Novak, who will introduce the presentation of the National Television Academy Scholarship.
Thank you, Carol. And again, congratulations to all of our local scholarship winners. At this time, I'd like to welcome Doug Mummert to the stage. He is a national trustee with the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences and is also the donor of this national scholarship. Ladies and gentlemen, Doug Mummert.
Good evening, and great job on your scholarships. We're going to watch a video created by Annalise Otters. She's in your local area. She lives in Wisconsin, in Plover to be exact, and that's part of the Chicago Midwest chapter of NATIS. And I'm happy to join you in congratulating her tonight and present her with the inaugural scholarship in my name, and it's worth $10,000. So it's a great honor to present that. Now, I took a circuitous route to get here. Not only am I from Phoenix, and you've got Phoenix-like weather right now, so I'm enjoying that, but I hear it's coming to an end soon. I retired as a chief with the fire department there, and one of my duties as a chief officer was to oversee production of our training and public information section. So that's how I got my feet wet in the NATIS world back in the late 90s. And I'm currently on the Board of Governors there, and I'm very proud of you for the great show you're putting on tonight. It's really great. And I'm also the national trustee, one of them from our chapter. When we came up with the idea for a fourth national scholarship, I wanted it to reflect the community service spirit that members of our chapters have and that we want to instill in our future members of our chapters. And Annie, as we call her, she really reflects just what we had in mind. We had many entrants for the national scholarships, but Annie was chosen as the winner, and with her great work that she did. Not only was it a high-quality project that she produced, it's matched with her dedication for the people in the Stevens Point, Wisconsin area. When she was in the 5th grade, she started delivering gifts to under-resourced children, and her work continues today. We were chatting just a while ago that she's now working with her sister to carry on her work now that she's away from her hometown. But so far, they've helped over 700 families, and it was all Annie's idea. She's now a student at Tulane University, and this is the video that got her there. So please join me in congratulating Annalise Otters, the winner of the Douglas W. Mummert Scholarship.
I would just like to say thank you so much to Mr. Mummert and to the Scholarship Committee. I am incredibly honored to be selected as the inaugural recipient of this scholarship, and this scholarship has made it possible for me to attend Tulane University in New Orleans, which has been my dream school for a while, so I am just incredibly grateful. Thank you.
Keep up the great work.
Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation will continue in 10 minutes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Chicago Midwest Emmys in beautiful downtown Chicago. My name is Elwood, this here is my brother Jake, and we are the Blues Brothers.
Hit it! Same old place, my sweet home, Chicago. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Back to the same old place, sweet home, Chicago. Tell me what.
639, 99 is 18. Looking at brother, baby, and you'll see what I see.
Hey.
Baby, don't you wanna go? Back to that same place, sweet home, Chicago. Thank you, Jake.
Jake and Elwood, the Blues Brothers.
Live from the magnificent Swiss Hotel in the heart of Chicago's breathtaking New East Side, welcome to the 59th Annual Chicago Midwest Emmy Awards. And now, your host, Chicago native and 15-year veteran of the award-winning WGN Morning News team, Mike Toomey.
Thank you. Thank you. One more time for the fabulous Blues Brothers. Give it up for those guys. And everybody at this table. Special round of applause for everybody at this table. Give it up for that there. 1, 2, there we go. All right. Somebody didn't like table number 6 and said, cut his audio. Never mind talking about table number 6 like that. We hate table number 6. Thanks for being here. What a great night we have. A beautiful night to be in Chicago, right? The weather is fantastic. It's the holiday season. I just found out our Bozo tickets made it in yesterday, so I'm very excited. How many people are excited about the holidays thus far? We're already in December now. Are you excited about that? Your shopping is done. I'm excited about the holidays. I left the house this morning. I get to the first stoplight, and there's a car in front of me with a bumper sticker, and it says, honk if you love Jesus. I thought that was a beautiful sentiment. So I honk the horn. Guy sticks his finger out the window, turns around and says, light's red, you jerk. I'm like, all right, peace on earth, everybody. Fantastic. Other side of the holidays, you go into the stores now everywhere. Eggnog is available. Love that. You like the eggnog? Oh, it's fantastic. Is there a thicker liquid in the world than eggnog? Good God, what is that, a 530 weight? Is that what it is? Eggnog is the only drink you finish, the glass still looks full after you're through with it. What kind of a Marshall Brodeen magic show is that? People order that? Go to a restaurant, sorry sir, we're out of eggnog, perhaps you'd care to chug this pancake batter in its place. Yes. As a matter of fact, I would. I'm hoping to have a heart attack by 7. I think we can kill you by 5 with a double shot. How's that sound? But it's so great to be here in the presence of so many people whose headshots are on the wall at Portillo's. That's the Hall of Fame right there. Come on, where are you at? Val Warner, you love their beef. Where are you at, Val? You love their beef. Roseanne Tejas says they're the best. And Mark Sapelso says, I'll be back, and we know you will, Mark. Fantastic stuff. My favorite personalities are here. My favorite of all, Mr. Tom Skilling is here. How about a big hand for Mr. Tom Skilling? My favorite television personality. We haven't even started, he's already won an award. How about that? We all love Tom for his weather forecast and his accuracy and his dedication. But I got to be honest, 3 seconds in, I don't know what the hell he's talking about at that point. I'm like, wait, what now? What? I just want to know if I should wear a hat. What are you talking about? Sometimes I think that's all the weather forecast should be, just hat, no hat. That's it. Now it's time for a look at weather. Hat. We'll be right back, right after these words. We interrupt this program with a special weather bulletin, no hat. We now return you to regularly scheduled programs. But Mr. Skilling has studied weather way too long and way too hard to give you a forecast with 1 or 2 words. He's got to lay it out for you. Might take 45 minutes sometimes, but he's laying it out for you. Problem is we don't always understand it because we're not schooled in weather. My suggestion sometimes, maybe bring the weather to our level, talk about it the way we do, then we get it, right? Just try that one time. Like, how's it looking for the weekend, Tom? Son of a bitch, it's cold out there. There were some witches, tit-like conditions funneling in from Canada. And it looks like a well digger's ass over the next 6 to 10 days. Boy, a man froze his genitals off in Batavia, not by Fermilab, and here's a picture in 3D animation what that looks like, and boy, you can see what cold weather does to your genitals. It's not pretty, it's purple. Back to you. Thanks, Tom. Now for sports. I want you to say hello to TJ Shanoff right there. TJ is our piano player. How are you, TJ? Good to see you, sir.
Good to be back. Thank you.
TJ is going to be the bad guy. He's going to be there playing when you go a little long with your acceptance speech. As grateful as you are, we'd like you to keep it kind of short. What do we give them, about 9 seconds, TJ? Is that what it is?
It depends where we're at in the evening.
8, 9 seconds?
About 4 seconds after 11 o'clock.
All right. Do you have a favorite category tonight, TJ?
They're all my favorite categories. I've been doing this about a decade, and it is just a wonderful event. I've learned so much about so many people here. Can we all be winners tonight? I mean, who do we talk to? Am I sucking up too
It's
much?
lovely.
That's the big
yeah,
question.
way too much, but
Right.
that's lovely. A lovely sentiment.
Thank you.
Favorite category for me, I know that there's always a category for commercials, and I love that. Love the commercials, love the local commercials. So many of them. This is why I tell you, this is a difficult category to win, because when you think about the great commercials that this area has known over the years that haven't won Emmys, it's unbelievable. Empire Carpets. Never won an Emmy.
No.
Bouchelle, remember that?
Sing it for me.
Hudson 32700. Never won an Emmy.
No Emmy.
How about Glenn Lerner? He's the lawyer for you. Can you play that? 2222222.
That's too
Glenn
complicated
Lawyer is
for
the
me.
lawyer
I mean,
for you. Call 222. Now we'll work on that. We'll do that
We'll
one
figure
next
that
year.
out. I don't know how to use a phone.
Who else? Eagle Man. Never won an Emmy. How about that? Eagle Man. Never won an Emmy. One of my favorites, how about Lynn Burton, your TV Ford man from Burt Weinman Ford? Never won an Emmy.
Did he have a song?
No, he was just a cool dude from the 60s who sold like Chevy Monzas for $14.88. Those were the days. My favorite commercial that ran in the area never won an Emmy. I think we all know it. That old car is worth money. Call Victory Auto Records at 860-2000 right now for a quote. Victory will buy no matter what condition. They'll pay cash on the spot and tow it away. Save money by fixing up your car. Victory has 7 acres of used parts, starters, transmissions, batteries for all types of cars. Call Victory Auto Records at 860-2000 right now or drive out to 710 East Street in Bensonville near O'Hare. They have 7 acres of used parts, starters, transmissions, batteries for all types of cars. At least that's what I think they said. How many people got the mental image of that burnout guy with the crappy car just going, oh. His door just fell off and he's surprised. Really? You didn't see that coming? Come on, your door falls off. There's warning signs along the way. First you got to lift it up to shut it. That's 1. That screw falls out. That's number 2. You know what number 3 is? Your door falls off. How's that sound? Kind of acts like he's unlucky that it happened. He's lucky it fell off in front of his house. How lucky can you be? Anywhere else, you're unlucky. Falls off in front of your house, go buy a lottery ticket. Think about it. Your door falls off, you're anywhere but home. What do you do then? Just kind of hold it in place and only make right turns so gravity doesn't dump it on the expressway on the way home? All I'm saying is it's very hard. None of those commercials won Emmys. Very difficult to win one. And I want to tell you now, so many people here are nominated, and I will at once say, how about a nice round of applause for those who are nominated, because it's an honor to be here. It's fantastic for you to be to this point, this far. But let me just say, probably not going to win. Let me just say that to you now, just to kind of make you feel a little bit better. To get this far is something, probably not going to win. In fact, how many people miss David Letterman? Any people you miss Letterman from when he used to be on? Well, what I did was I brought Dave out of retirement to give us one more of his top 10 lists. And this is the top 10 list of Emmy submissions that have a better chance of winning than you. I want to put it into perspective. Let's take a look. Dave Letterman, take it away.
Thank you, Mike. From the home office in Rylander, Wisconsin, here are now the top 10 things that have a better chance of winning an Emmy than you. Top 10 things now that have a better chance of winning an Emmy than you. Number 10, Blizzard Watch 17, 2 Inches of Terror. Number 9, an encore presentation of the Lawrence Welk Show's tribute to the music of John Philip Sousa. Is he still around? Number 8, Rice Krispies for the hard of hearing. Yeah, I'll buy that. Number 7, just across the border, why smokes and fireworks are cheaper in Indiana and cheese and pornography more affordable in Wisconsin. Number 6, the legacy of Skid, the forgotten Marx brother. You laugh or you get it. Number 5, anything submitted by Brad Hicks. Number 4, Wisconsin Public Television's documentary, The History of Umbilical Hernias. Number 3, Comcast Cable Channel 173's coverage of the village zoning meeting, complete with poor audio. Number 2, Bill Zwecker's cage match to the death with Jan Michael Vincent. And the number 1 submission that has a better chance of winning an Emmy than you, Fox Television's primetime special, Voyage to the Bottom of the Nielsen's. Well, there you go.
Kidding, we're kidding. Letterman in his top 10 list. Could have been anybody. Could have been anybody. That's just what we just goof around. I would like to thank my friend David Van Dam for supplying the voice of David Letterman. That was fantastic. Sounds exactly like him. So give David a nice round of applause. Well, I hope you guys are ready to have a great time tonight. Are you ready to move on with tonight's festivities? Come on now, let me hear you. Very good. TJ, one more time for TJ, by the way. He's doing fantastic.
Hey, great being back, everybody. Thank you.
At some point in the night, you're going to end up hating him, so enjoy him now.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to introduce our first presenters of the evening. From Windy City Live, Ryan Cheverini, and Grammy and Oscar-winning artist Shay Rhymefest Smith.
Nice job, Mike.
Hey.
How are we doing tonight? I gotta say, I've been backstage with Rhymefest, who I've had a chance to have on Windy City Live, and he actually wrote one of my favorite songs of all time. He wrote Glory from the movie Selma.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Won an Oscar for that movie.
Got an Oscar for the song, yeah.
For the song, also got a Grammy for the song.
I got a Grammy for that song, yes.
Got another Grammy working with Kanye West.
I do, got a Grammy for that.
And you're nominated for an Emmy tonight.
Yeah, I got an ego right now.
Ego.
But you do music as well. So,
yes, I do.
So you got a Grammy as well.
No.
But you're doing Windy City Live, so I know you're getting your acting on. You probably on your way to the Oscars. You got an Oscar or something like that?
No Oscar.
Well, when you work with Kanye, just tell him he's a genius. He passes them out.
He tells me, actually.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. Our first category is number 6A, if you are following along, Arts, Culture, Entertainment Report Series, and the nominees are...
Black Cat Alley, Wisconsin Public Television. Arte en el Barrio, WGBO. The Evolution of Chance the Rapper, The Journey of Chancellor Bennett, WLS. Making a Difference in Madison, WMTV. Hamilton on Hamilton, WFLD. The Decay Devils, WGN. Hiplet, where hip-hop meets ballet, WYCC. 1 in 4,000, WMVS.
Wow. And the Emmy goes to, we have 2 winners. Hamilton on Hamilton, WFLD, and the Decade Devils, WGN.
It started simply as a modern-day mixtape of sorts, the Hamilton mixtape, a fun collection of hip-hop songs about the $10 founding father without a father, emerging from a musical skill set Miranda developed at a young age. And the rest, quite literally, was history.
So we have to preserve what we have. We have to learn and know our history, and that's what we're aiming to do.
It's an idea to spruce up the city with fresh paint. So the boarded up buildings are projecting life rather than reflecting despair. He secured $22,000 in grant money from the John S. and James L. Knight Foundation. Then he assembled a team of painters.
I didn't want to interrupt that. Wow, thank you so much. I've been working in television since I was 18 years old, which is coming up on 12 years now. And in those 12 years, I have met more people and seen more things and visited more places than most people get to do in 100 years. And that's the direct result of working with all of you. And that should be enough for anyone. But to get this at the end of the day is more than anyone deserves. And so to be in a room with people who I respect and admire, and some of my best friends are in this room. The woman who I cannot wait to marry is sitting right over there. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for letting me work in a business that has provided me with a lifetime of incredible moments, not the least of which is this one right now. Thank you very much.
This was a story, the DK Devils, about Gary, Indiana, whose troubles are well documented, kind of a crumbling city. But this was a story about artists who are trying to spruce up the city once again. So it was kind of a positive story that ran at a time with so much negativity on the news. So it was refreshing for us to be able to do this. I have to thank these two guys here, Reed Nolan and Kevin Dolman, just two outstanding photographers who we all work together in Milwaukee and now work together at what I think is the greatest local television station in the country, WGN. So thank you so much.
Good memo from Jake Hamilton. Guys, make sure you thank your wives, and wives, make sure you thank your husbands tonight, all right? Here we go. Category 6B, Business Consumer Report Series, and the nominees are...
The $37,000 Tow Job, WBBM. NBC5 Responds, Compilation, WMAQ. Dwyer Liar, The Belches Are Back, WITI. Cheap Old Phones, ID Thief's Treasure Chest, WBBM. Making the List, WMAQ. Bad Businesses, WITI.
And the Emmy goes to Dwyer Liar, The Belches Are Back, WITI.
But we did find that Harry and Kathleen Belsha had been investigated before.
Well, they don't live here, but everybody's always been looking for them here, whether it's the police, neighbors, mail, everything.
From Washington State to Wisconsin, court records showed the Belshas owed more than $75,000, most of it to people who trusted them. They've been investigated for theft and writing bad checks.
I would like to thank my news director at WITI who let us do really good journalism there, John Laporte. And I've never thanked my husband before when I've won, so thank you. I did not forget you this year.
Literally, I like it.
Yeah, all right. Out here with Ryan, my brother from another mother and father.
This isn't a Maury show.
And the father is. So now we're going to go to category 6C, Crime Report Series, and the Emmy and the nominees are.
Gage Park Massacre, 1 year later, WGBO. Predictive Policing, WGN. Wisconsin's Most Wanted, WITI. Third Worst for Sex Trade, WISN. Gacy Delta Project, WGN. 911 Abuse, What's the Real Cost, WITI. Rape, Guilt on Trial, WMAQ. 48 Hours of Freedom, WITI.
And we have multiple winners in this category. In fact, there are 3 Emmys.
A lot of crime.
The winners are Gage Park Massacre, 1 year later, WGBO, Predictive Policing, WGN, and 48 Hours of Freedom, WITI. Congratulations.
Hace exactamente un año ocurrió un crimen que sacudió a la ciudad de Chicago. 3 generaciones de una misma familia fueron asesinadas dentro de su propio hogar en el barrio de Gage Park.
The cops are using new weapons in the fight against the city's 600 gang factions and 100,000 documented gang members.
Good clock tucked up.
The central tool is a secret algorithm developed at IIT.
Wendell Herska runs Project Return, a program that tries to help former inmates transition. He has seen how being homeless drives sex offenders underground and off the grid.
Those individuals can't really function.
And that means they have nothing to lose.
Psychologist Anna Salter has studied the sex offender mind.
It's definitely a risk factor for reoffense.
Okay, you can't see it, but I'm shaking like Bambi right now. I want to thank WGBO. They have an amazing crew, Doug Levy, Ivan Garcia, Sonia, and Jasmine, who are part of this project. To my husband, to my rock, and to everybody, great nominees. Great work. Thank you very much.
I'll just be brief here. Reed and I are back up here again for the story Predictive Policing. He and I won our first Emmys about a decade ago together when we were working in Milwaukee, and we work really well together. This story was a feat of video and editing, and it's all due to him. I wanted him to talk and take the credit here, but he just wants to stand there. So thanks again, and we'll hopefully see you later.
And I am not Brad Hicks, but here's for him.
Very nice. If you're keeping score, WITI, they clean out this thing every single year, so they're backing up the truck right now because there's going to be more coming, I'm sure. All right, category 6D, Education, Schools, Report Series, and the nominees are...
Convicted Criminal Running Voucher School, WITI. Understanding Autism with Mikey, WITI. Student Loan Fraud, WMAQ. God's Classroom, WITI. 50 Years, One School, WGN. Hospital School, WMTV.
So, as they're backing up the truck, the winner is Convicted Criminal Running Voucher School, WITI.
I told you.
Come on.
Montgomery has filed for bankruptcy 7 times. He owes the state money for unemployment benefits he shouldn't have received. And court records show he owes $80,000 in child support, all of which could bar him from obtaining a teaching license and working in a public school. But a voucher school? No problem.
I'm just going to thank my husband again. Thank you.
So, the nominees are Category 6E, Environment Report Series. And the nominees are?
Cleaning Up the Community Series, WITI. Comeback of the Calumet, Chicago Tribune. Contaminated Groundwater, Searching for Answers 30 Years Later, WREX. I-Team, Lead in Water Investigation, WLS. Homesteading, WMVS.
And the Emmy goes to Homesteading, WMVS.
There are times when the work is really hard, and it's easy to say, man, this is more than I can handle. But those moments are rare. I really like being here, and sometimes I just choke up at the beauty of the place and the animals, and we're happy here.
Does anybody from WITI want to give an acceptance speech on their behalf? Apparently there's nobody here from that station, but congratulations.
Now, the nominee for Category 6F, Health Science Report Series, the nominees are...
Firefighter PTSD, WGN. Savoring the Moment, WITI. Medical Miracle, WITI. A Step Towards Gold, WBND. Spoken Words, WISC. Blind Man Sees, WBBM.
And the Emmy goes to Firefighter PTSD, WGN.
The Elwoods believe post-traumatic stress disorder played a major role in Ryan's decision to end his life. The severe anxiety most often associated with military veterans and brought on by memories of an extremely stressful event or series of events is now known to affect 20% of first responders.
It's like death by 1,000 cuts. Every time you go, it's another visual that you can't forget.
But here we are. This was a really, really tough story to work on, and as we were researching it and starting our interviews, we realized that a family at WGN was affected by PTSD and suicide in the fire service. So I have to thank the Elwood family for graciously sharing their story with us. And I also have to thank Leslie Dangerfield, whose husband committed suicide, and 3 weeks later, just 3 weeks later, sat down with us and talked about it. So Mike D'Angelo and Steve Scher, the photographers, the brilliant photographers who put this together, I'm so honored to work with them. And of course, Dina Bear. And I have to also thank my husband, because I wouldn't be able to do any of this. I wouldn't be able to work the hours that I work and do the stories that I do without my husband. So thank you very much.
It's time to say hello to our next presenters. Please welcome from Fox 32, Jenny Milkowski, and from Chicago's Best on WGN, Elliot Bramba.
Good evening from the Polish and English contingent
Thank
of
you.
the Chicago Emmys.
What was your last name, Elliot?
Brum brum.
Brum, 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 brum.
You know what's close? What's yours?
They got mine, Milkowski.
Okay, well you're special.
Yeah.
I'm not. We're also the shortest people here at the Emmys, I think, tonight.
How tall are you, Elliot?
5'7", according to my my resume.
Your IMDb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, my mic fell.
All right. Should we?
Yeah.
Should we move on?
We'll get
Okay.
this party started.
So the next category is 6G, and it's for Human Interest Report and Series. And the nominees are
El Paletero, The Popsicle Vendor, WGBO. Libres Nuevamente, Free Again, WSNS. True Love, WISN. Silhouette of a Family, WBND. Chicago Mothers Transformed by Tragedy, Chicago Tribune. Englewood Angels, WBBM. You Are Beautiful, WGN.
My mic is limp. Hold on. What?
we're on
It
before
keeps
9.
falling down.
That's 7:46, Jenny.
All right, Elliot, hold on. And the Emmy goes to True Love, WISN. We're not sure if we're supposed to hand you
His
an Emmy.
book, My Two Elaines, stresses learning, coping, and surviving as a caregiver.
The second Elaine is the woman who developed Alzheimer's and who is now quite a different person. It's beyond my wildest dreams that I would have ever thought that there would be a person who is someone who I never knew before.
It started at age 65, seeping in.
On behalf of Kathy Michaelby and Sheila Swift from WISN, I just want to thank you for this honor. They really tackled a topic that makes a lot of people uncomfortable, that no one really wants to talk about. And the story they came up with gives inspiration to so many. It talks about how even a devastating illness can't defeat true love. And I think this story really helped a lot of people. So thank you very much for the recognition.
I see your limpness is still limping.
I can't help it, just keeps falling down. All right, so our next category is category 6H, a very fun topic, Politics Government Report Series. And the nominees are
The American Medley, WGN. Tracking Sheriff Clark, WITI. IT, Focus on Voters, WTMJ. Bond Trap, WYCC.
And the Emmy goes to Tracking Sheriff Clark, WITI.
That leaves 22 days out of 90 where records indicate the sheriff did business in Milwaukee County, though on some of the days that's only a half-hour media interview. Clark's schedule shows a total of 9 meetings with members of the public in Milwaukee County over the 3-month period.
You're the elected sheriff.
County Executive Chris Abele slammed Clark.
You know, I can't tell you where he's been all the time that he's not in the county, but I can tell you that the county's not well served by it.
Thank you, thank you. On behalf of Theo O'Keefe and the photo staff and the rest of the crew that put this story together, WITI, once again, thanks you.
It was short and sweet.
Just like us. All right. Category 6I, military report or series, and the nominees are.
Blackhawks Warriors, WYCC. Feast of Crispian, Wisconsin Public Television. River of Healing, WISC. Target 2 investigates VA drug concerns, WBAY. Life in the Navy, 27 hours aboard the Ike, WITI.
I know Elliot ripped his during the video, but I like to have the suspense.
To save time. Everyone's been here 2 hours already.
I don't care. And the Emmy goes to Life in the Navy, 27 hours abroad. The Ike, WITI.
On board the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, a 4.5-acre floating city on the sea.
It just shows the might of the United States Navy.
One pace forward, march.
We'll introduce you to Wisconsin sailors serving our country at every level of the ship.
His note is Lieutenant J.G. Cheesehead Diener.
From the skies above to the nuclear reactor below.
Yes, thank you very much. He made sure to make it that we thank our wives. I actually spilled red wine on my wife an hour ago, and it miraculously did not stain, so we were cautiously optimistic about tonight. Thank you to the sailors of the U.S. Navy for sharing their stories with us. I think for the 27 hours we were both aboard the ship, the thing that struck us was the trust and accountability you need through thousands of people on board, from the people that log each separate part to the people who repair the ships, all the way up to the pilots and captains. It was an amazing journey for us, for sure, and I would also like to thank Mr. Andy Conkle. From the very first week I started at Fox 6, he has been working alongside me. He's a great friend, the most talented photojournalist you can ever dream to work with, and it is a great honor, sir. Thank you very much. Army-Navy coming up next Saturday, so go Navy, I guess, right? Yeah.
So I don't know, you guys can't see, but there's like a giant monitor here, and it's very distracting. Do you see yourself down there?
That's revolting. Well, no, this part's fine. Oh my God,
I know,
Jesus.
it's a lot. All right, so we've got category, I'm telling you, I just keep looking down and seeing a giant me. Categories J6, Religion Report Series.
Baby Miracle Donation, WBBM. Built on Faith, Our Savior's Sesquicentennial, WGN. A Baptism of Beauty, WBBM. Biblical Murals, WGN.
And the Emmy goes to Biblical Murals, WGN.
At age 53, he began working on a project inspired by Da Vinci.
This was the very first diamond he ever placed. He placed it there to sort of symbolically suggest that he's going to spread the word of God through this art. And, you know, this is where Jesus' voice box would be, so it would make sense that that's where it was placed.
This is Da Vinci's Last Supper. 7 panels, 8 feet high, 20 feet long, weighing nearly 3,000 pounds. It's a story that has to be seen and studied.
Thank you. I am neither Larry Potash nor Mike D'Angelo, but I accept this on their behalf. Thank you very much.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but they fixed my limp mic, okay? So things are good.
Can we get a round of applause for the limp mic?
Thank you. It's a weak applause.
It's going to be that kind of show.
Fine, yeah.
I like it. All right. Category 6K, Sports Report or Series. And the nominees are...
Ben's Grandpa, Wisconsin Public Television. A Granado Graduation, WISC. Mike's Story, WMAQ.
And the Emmy goes to Mike's Story, WMAQ.
first, his doctor said the epilepsy he has fought for 19 years was likely caused by football. And now?
He said we've seen some things that are sort of like concurrent with CTE.
Chronic traumatic encephalopathy, a degenerative brain disease found in athletes. Symptoms like behavioral and mood disorders, aggression and depression, and struggles with executive functioning like organizing, managing your time. Mike has all of the above. Neuropsychological testing combined with significant changes shown in his brain scans taken just 7 years apart shocked his doctors.
Okay, I know we're only supposed to take 20 seconds, but we don't get a lot of time anymore, so we're going to be up here for just a little bit longer. I have to thank my husband because I don't think I've ever thanked him over the years. And, you know, in 25 years of telling stories, I tend to be very consumed when I'm in a story. And that makes me not very nice. And I am very difficult at home, and so my husband and my family have given so much of me, and it's time now for me to give back to you guys, so thank you for that time. You see all the names on the list, everyone who has contributed to this story. This was a total team effort. Ron Zahara's not listed on there, Jen Lay, Joe Kalinas, Frank Whitaker for giving us a platform, because this is a fast-paced news industry now, and everything is so fast, and we don't get time to tell a story. But above all, this is a story about trust and Mike. And to Mike and Kim for trusting us to tell his story. Because what we learn in this business is sometimes you want to move your audience, sometimes you want to motivate them, and sometimes you want to make a difference. And Mike went against everything that he is as an athlete, as a reporter, and as a man to tell his story. He moved, he motivated, and he is making a difference. From Capitol Hill to the NFL to the Legacy Concussion Foundation. And this is a lesson for all of us when we tell a story, to take the time, tell the story, feel it, and you will make a difference. And Mike, we cannot thank you enough for opening up your heart to allowing us to make just that much of a difference. Thank you.
Okay, our next category is 6L Weather Report Series, and the nominees are
The Cards You're Dealt, WMTV. I Feel Lucky to Be Alive, 50 Years of Terrifying Memories, WGN.
And the Emmy goes to I Feel Lucky to Be Alive, 50 Years of Terrifying Memories, WGN.
The Oaklawn tornado hit at rush hour on a Friday night, trapping people in their cars.
The tornado in Oaklawn had about 200-mile-an-hour winds, and no matter what vehicle you were in, it was the worst place you could be.
10-ton buses at Suburban Transit Company were sucked up by the twister's winds. 18 people died at the intersection of 95th Street and Southwest Highway. 3 more, including 2 children, were crushed at a nearby roller rink.
People have carried the emotional and physical scars with them for the last 50 years because you had 33 people killed, there were hundreds of people injured.
Wow. First of all, this is one of the most remarkable producers in the industry. Pam Grimes. And I'll tell you, it is my undying pleasure to work with Pam on stories like this. Who among us who ever lived through the 67 tornado outbreak that included the Oaklawn tornado, but also the Belvedere tornado, will ever forget it? It is the benchmark tornado destructive story in this area. And we visited a farmer who was leaving. He was pulling out of his driveway up in Belvedere when he looked up to see a tornado coming at him. And the next thing he knew, when he awakened sometime later, was that he was enmeshed in a truck that had been rolled over and blown against a tree, which is the only thing that saved his life. You know, these tornadoes, there were school buses picked up. We talked to 4 survivors who, one of whom they were teenagers, and he grabbed one of his little classmates who was frightened as they were getting off the bus. When they woke up, she was laying there, half her head was gone, and she was dead. And can you imagine the trauma of that? This is before we sent social workers into disasters like that to help young people cope with what they had seen. And that was but one of many stories. There were 27 young people killed in that tornado up in Belvedere. Pam, perhaps you want to add. I mean, it's amazing. And then that storm went into another storm into Oak Lawn. So amazing. It's an amazing story, I know. We're done. Thank you. Thank you. And thanks for not playing the music.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Toomey playing Tom Skilling. Incredible. All right, our next category is 6M, Societal Concerns, Report or Series. And the nominees are...
Immigración, Carta Poder, Soñadora, Estrés Tóxico, WSNS. SAVE, Sheriff's Anti-Violence Effort, WTTW. Inequality in Chicago, WGN. Protectoras del Barrio, WGBO. Handcuffing the Elderly, WITI.
All right. And the Emmy goes to Handcuffing the Elderly, WITI.
Why people put older adults in handcuffs, I'll never know.
It's a practice the Alzheimer's Association of Southeastern Wisconsin has been working to eliminate.
There are other ways of intervening.
Police were called on Shannon because the 73-year-old, who had a urinary tract infection at the time, got aggressive with staff. Brenda says caretakers, if properly trained, should have been able to calm her mom down.
I want to thank everybody who has a family member who has suffered from Alzheimer's or dementia. This was an incredibly hard story to report, an important story. Leanne Watson was my producer on this piece, and she was wonderful. She's one of the best in the business. But this is a terrible thing for families to live through, and I'm glad that we were able to shed some light on the realities that they face. Thank you.
Elliot Bambra, sorry I said your name wrong, my friend. We are going to recognize right now our platinum sponsors, Branson and Silver Dollar City. Let's take a look and see what Branson has to offer. Take a look.
Branson, Missouri, reaching new heights. More fun and more options than ever before. What wonders might be on the horizon for this destination on the move? Could Branson become even more exciting? Through the miracle of modern technology, top scientists have enabled us to travel through time and catch a fleeting glimpse of the future. To the year 2018, what wonders might we witness? Let's take a brief journey into Branson Beyond.
Forget what you know. You haven't seen Branson until you've seen Branson in 2018. The original superhero. Sight and Sound Theaters presents Samson. A world-class cast, live animals, and cutting-edge special effects bring to life the Bible epic that literally brings down the house. Big Cedar Lodge announces the new 50,000 square foot indoor adventure complex, Fun Mountain. It's year-round fun for all ages and groups. Introducing Branson Jet Boat, an adventure for the whole family. Did you know Branson is the fastest growing golf destination in North America? Opening in 2018, Mountaintop Golf Course, designed by World Golf Hall of Famer Gary Player, and under development, an 18-hole course designed by Corin Crenshaw, as well as Tiger Woods' first 18-hole course, Paynes Valley, honoring Missouri native Payne Stewart. Debuting next spring at Silver Dollar City, Time Traveler, the biggest attraction ever for the 1880s theme park. A A colossal world footprint spinning roller coaster never done before. Fastest, steepest, tallest, and only triple inversion spinning coaster anywhere. Custom designed with a gravity-defying 10-story drop straight down a mountainside. Coming spring 2018 to Silver Dollar City. It's time to shift your thinking, reach new heights, and go beyond what you know. It's 2018 in Branson.
Fantastic. Now, let's welcome Lynn Berry from Branson and Lisa Rao from Silver Dollar City. Nice round of applause for them.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay, we're going to be giving away, this is our raffle time. We're giving away 3 all-expense-paid trips to Branson. That's correct?
That's correct.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and pick that number right now. Let's do that. We need to roll this a little bit. Here we go. All right, let's roll it. All right. Can we get some mood lighting for this? Perfect. All right. All right, let's see. The winner is Lee Hood. Is Lee Hood with us? Where is Lee Hood? Is Lee here? All right, now we're going to pick the other one. All right, is Lee here? Okay, Lee is here. All right, you ready? We're going to draw the other winner. Come on over. Let's find out who our other winner is. Yes, absolutely.
It is Larry Moray.
Larry, looks like Maury or Maury? Larry, where's Larry? Congratulations.
And if the rest of you need another reason to come to see us in Branson, we have your former Navy Pier Ferris wheel. It has changed the skyline in our entertainment district, and we want to invite all of y'all to come and make more memories and more marriage proposals.
I'm Lisa Rao with Silver Dollar City, an internationally awarded 1880s theme park in Branson, Missouri, founded by a Chicago family. Back more than half a century ago, the Herschen family would leave Wilmette in search of wildflowers and natural beauty of the Ozark Mountains. They came across a marvelous and massive cave, and soon were in the theme park business. And today, Herschen Family Entertainment is the #1 family-owned theme park corporation in America, with partners like Dolly Parton and Dollywood and the Harlem Globetrotters. So you may be asking, why are we here tonight? Well, we believe in journalism, and we believe in storytelling, and we want to show our support for journalism in America. We are also part of the Heartland group in Mid-America and in this group. And on a personal note, some 3 decades ago, I was selected to be the WGN intern at WGN Radio. That's right. Back in the days of the greats of Wally Phillips and Orion Samuelson, Max Armstrong, Siskel and Ebert, and of course, wherever he is tonight, he's been everywhere, Mr. Tom Skilling, and he was so nice to me in the employee lounge. Thank you, Tom. So thank you all very much for allowing us all of this wonderful evening and to be part of your evening.
Congratulations to all the nominees, and we are very proud to be your platinum sponsor.
we bring this night to a close. How about one more time for all of your winners tonight, all your nominees? TJ Shanoff right there. Yeah, good opportunity there at the end. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. Thanks for having me. Careful driving home. Good night.